Hey everyone, happy Friday. I hope you've all been having an amazing week and you're excited for a new edition of Friday Reads. And for this week, I read something that is very holiday Christmas themed, getting in the spirit, and it's called His Christmas Joy. There we go. By Robin Andrews, and it features Kevin and Emilie on the cover. This was my first shoot with both Kevin and Emilie. It was a custom shoot, very Christmas themed. And I am going to read the back of the book and then tell you what I thought about it. Carter returns to his hometown feeling like an utter failure. Failed marriage, failed business, failed friendship. All he wants to do is hide and lick his wounds until he sees his high school sweetheart. Is there hope that he can find happiness again? Can his Christmas be filled with joy? Joy returned to the hometown she had never wanted to live in again to help her aging parents. She knew being here would bring back way too many memories. Her mind was even imagining seeing the love of her life around town, even though he had left for the West Coast more than a decade ago. When they have a chance encounter at the Christmas tree lot, will there be a way to find love after all the years apart? I can't remember the last time I've read a Christmas themed book, if possibly at all. So I really enjoyed this story. It felt like something you could watch on Hallmark Channel or on Netflix. It was like very fitting. It was a very cute story. I loved the plot and the different elements of these two individuals who had known each other in high school and dated back then, going their separate ways, living in different states, and then going back home for different reasons, and just how reconnecting, what that kind of involved, and just like how them both being home, how that brings back old feelings, and how it can't really see it. How it brings back not only old feelings, but also new feelings and new ways of just being with one another. I also did a little mini interview with Robin that I want to share. My first question was, if you could only describe this book in one word or phrase, what would it be? And she said, second chance at love. I would say a perfect Christmas read. Is Christmas your favorite holiday, and what made you want to write a holiday-themed book? And she says, I love Christmas, and Frankenmuth, Michigan is one of my favorite places because it's Christmassy year-round. I wanted to write a story set there at Christmas time. So when I started reading this book and found out that it took place in Frankenmuth, I just went there over the summer and it was so cool. I remember the Christmas tree store alone. My friend and I were in there for an hour. It was so cool and so interesting, and it's probably the earliest I've ever purchased some Christmas presents for people, just because I was like, well, while we're here, might as well. But it was such a cool town. There was so much to see. So having been there and then reading this book also was really cool, because it kind of brought me back to when I was just there a couple months ago. Without giving too much away, did you have a favorite scene to write, and why? Honestly, my favorite is right at the beginning of the book. They run into each other at the Christmas tree lot. You get to see Joy's strong personality and the connection between them that never went away. That also was one of my favorite scenes as well. Also, I enjoyed the scenes between him and her parents, just like how they interacted with one another and how they were a family without necessarily actually being a family, because they just start dating again. So just how that is and how he's pretty much closer to her parents than his own. And then my last question was, after readers finish his Christmas Joy, what would you like them to take away? Well, even when we feel like we have failed or life has failed us, if we keep our heart and mind open, we just might find something amazing. And having said that, have you had the chance to read his Christmas Joy by Robin Andrews? And what'd you think about it? If you're looking for a Christmas themed book, I highly recommend it because I really enjoyed it. It'll definitely help you get into the Christmas spirit. And I hope everyone has an awesome weekend, and stay tuned because I'm going to be reading another Christmas themed book for next week as well. Have a great weekend, everyone.